Blog Talk Radio.
Transition Radio, live from Hollywood, Florida. Brought to you by Mark Angelo and Jessica Lynn Cummings. A show for trans folks, by trans folks, bringing you LGBT news from across the world. Great interviews, stories, and a chance to hear your voice.
Oh, good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's been a rainy day here in supposedly sunny South Florida. I like the rain sometimes, but not when you get it all day long. It's crazy. Anyway, thank you so much for all the listeners yesterday and all the callers that called. We appreciate your support. Tonight's topic is your trans awakening moment. I know when I first realized that there was such a thing as transsexuality, and believe it or not, I didn't find out till I was pretty much 30-something years old. I went to Key West, Florida, with my ex-wife, who is a genetically born female, and we were having a little ceremony. I was still Maritza, which was my female given name, and we went there for our honeymoon. And I was a female bodybuilder, and I took some steroids to build my body up and things like that, things that I was not too proud of, but I wanted to feel more masculine. And I never knew why I wanted to feel more masculine. That's just what I felt. And someone came up to me in Key West and said, "Are you an FTM?" And all of a sudden I was like, "What's that? Is that a new term? Is that FTM?" And they explained to me, and I was like, wow, there's a name for what I've been feeling all my life. Funny enough, though, when I was younger, I would go through these different phases. There were times where I would feel very feminine, and there were times where I would feel very masculine. And sometimes I would think to myself, am I going crazy? But it was just following the evolution, the ebb flow of my person, my being, that sometimes felt very passive and sometimes felt very aggressive, or sometimes felt very masculine, sometimes felt very feminine. And I never understood why. I got that aha moment after transitioning for a few years and realized, it's not about gender. It's not about fitting to these little boxes of male or female. It's actually about being true to the inner self, the spirit, the light within you that is androgynous, that has both a male and a female side. So my true awakening came actually maybe 3 to 4 years into my transition when I realized that this was not a curse, but a gift that we have been given. I believe we're evolving as a species into these wonderful light beings, angelic beings that we are, to help with the evolution of planet Earth. And that was my aha moments, and I'm sure all of you have had all these different aha moments, and I'm hoping you guys will call tonight to share your aha moments. The number to call is 646-716-6895. I want to talk a little bit about news across the ocean. Actually, Jessica's going to talk about it, but I want to point out I had a transgender girlfriend that I met online on Facebook, to be exact, and she lived in Argentina, or lives in Argentina. And I went all the way to Argentina to meet her, hoping that was my true love. Well, they had it very difficult in Argentina. They weren't changing their documentations and all sorts of prejudice. But found out today that things have changed, and Jessica's going to talk to you about that. I think it's a great celebrating moment for the people in Argentina, the trans folks in Argentina. And here's Jessica with the story.
Hey, everybody. Okay, this comes out as of October 1st, 2012. It's a story about Mateo Solares. Came to Argentina from Bolivia a few years ago. The 25-year-old was born and grew up as Mayra Veronica, which was biologically female. Solares says he always felt like a guy. The main reason Solares moved to Argentina is because it seemed like an easier place to transition into a life as a young man. He says having an ID card that reflects how he sees himself is huge. Before, it felt terrible to see documents that didn't identify me as me, says Solares, and those documents make you feel afraid. If I had to buy anything, I'd only do it if I could pay in cash, because if I paid with a credit card, I'd have to show my ID. It was like I was lying. It was horrible. In other countries like Bolivia, changing your name and gender on ID cards often require medical procedures or making a case before I judge. and it can take years. But in Argentina, because of the new gender law, excuse me, the change is simple and it takes only 15 days. Under the law, if a person wants to have a medical procedure like gender reassignment, the healthcare system will cover it. In other words, they're saying that the insurance will cover SRS in Argentina. Psychologist Graciela Balestra, who works closely with the transgender community, says it's an exceptionally vulnerable population. Transgender people have an average life expectancy of about 30 to 32 years, Balestra says. They don't live any longer. I think the statistic alone says so much. Balestra says that they are often kicked out of their homes as teenagers and don't complete school, and that some use of risky homemade remedies to change their bodies when hormones and surgeries aren't available. According to a government study, more than 95% of transgender people turn to prostitution to support themselves. Balestra says the new ID cards are helping people across access other jobs. At a recent meeting to plan this year's Pride Parade, Marcela Romero, the president of ACTA, a transgender advocacy organization in Argentina, recalled the protests during the 1970s dictatorship. It was detained and said, I was detained by military dictatorship, and I've always dreamed of really experiencing democracy, says Romero. None of the governments that followed the dictatorship ever included us in their agenda. With the Kirchner government, we had our first meetings and were finally able to discuss our needs. Also at the meeting was Daniela Ruiz, who used to work as a prostitute but now heads a theater organization. Ruiz has applied for a new ID card and expects to get it back any day. She's happy, but to her, it's the name that counts, that it says Daniela. As for gender, she feels fluid about that. It's not so much about feeling like a woman, says Ruiz. What I feel like is a transgender person, and I feel great about being trans. Society has this thing about labeling people feminine or masculine. But what happens if I want to be feminine and masculine at the same time?
And that's my point exactly. You know, we always try to fit into these little boxes and try to make ourselves exactly what society wants us to be. We had a caller there appeared and they disappeared. Call back, hey, 646-716-6895. I didn't want to interrupt Jessica's story like I usually do when I get a caller, but call in with your opinions. We want to hear your voice. What do you think? You know, last night's show was, are you trans enough? You know, and now tonight's is your trans awakening moment. And to me, this has been the most beautiful experience I could ever dream of. It has made me a better person. I wouldn't want it any other way. If I had to repeat life all over again, if I had someone said, well, if you had the ability to be born genetically a male, would you take that? And the answer would be no. I love my life. I love the journey, the experience, the travels, everything that I have done since I transitioned. And to tell you the truth, you know, it's not about being man. It's not about being female. It's about connecting with your inner light, your inner spirit, being able to express yourself as that spirit that you are. You want to share your aha moment?
My aha moment, my awakening moment? Well, I spent pretty much most of my life in denial, as a lot of us do. I think my biggest awakening moment was my near-death experience when I tried to kill myself in 2008. And I think that was what really, you know, woke me up to the fact that, hey, you know, I am transgender. I do need to transition, and you know, after that moment, and thank God I didn't succeed, because I would have never got to see myself be where I so wanted to be my whole life and needed to be, and felt that I could be myself. And, you know, being myself has been very, how can I say, liberating situation. But after that, I realized that, you know, I needed to do what I needed to do to move forward, and I was going to continue to move forward, and nothing was going to stop me or hold me back. So basically, I am where I am today, and I'm very happy, and I'm glad I did what I did, because I think transition has made me a much better person, actually, because now I am being myself. And I think another point in time where I was really thinking that, was another awakening moment. I've had a couple in my lifetime. I was at a hair salon with my mom to get my hair cut, and I was probably, let's say, in 6th grade, I guess. It had to be like 6th grade. It was in middle school for sure. It was either 6th or 7th grade. And we were in the hair salon, and I was going to get my hair cut for school, and this person walked in and had long black hair, kind of looked like Howard Stern, but a woman, Howard Stern.
Well, that looks ugly. I just imagine that.
It was different. Let me just say. But you know what? At that moment, after I heard the person speak, I knew, okay, this person's just like I am. And so seeing this person and see how, I grew up in a very prejudiced family, and they just hated everybody, and it's ridiculous. I heard a lot of the things like my mom said about this individual and stuff like that, but I looked at this person and I smiled, and I thought this person was like awesome, because they were being themselves, and that was something that I strived and wanted to do all my life, and I have finally done it. It just took me way too many years to do it.
And I always say that we are a tremendous gift to our family members. It's easy to love something that appears to be perfect, but unconditional love is a love that allows you to love what you think is not perfect. And not to say that we're not, because I believe we're angelic. I believe we are creation of the heavens.
Hence the logo.
Exactly, the little angelic logo. If you guys have checked our Facebook page and Transition Radio, Jessica worked on a beautiful logo and it's up there and made us look like little angels. But we all are. We all, I believe, the spectrum of transgenderism, including the LGBT community, or the LGB, because we are the D, is angelic in nature. We're free-flowing with the energy inside of us. And it's something that I believe we were here to help the world, or the people in the world, realize many things. If you look at nature, there's no two trees that are alike. Everything has its expression, and that's what we are. We have the expression of the highest. And I believe our creators were both male and female at one, like androgynous. And this division, this duality is being thrown at us here on this planet. But the evolution or the transition is back to oneness. So, hey, callers, anybody coming out there? We miss you guys, 646-716-6895. Okay, go ahead, Jessica. Say something else.
And also, we have also started a Skype ID, and it's Transition Radio, and no spaces, no period. It's just Transition Radio, spelled out. That's our Skype ID. Connect with us on Skype. Send us a request to connect with you, because we can have private group chats where, everybody can basically call in if they see that we're online on Skype. Just call in, and we can start a conversation from the comfort of your own home. For those of you that are, not, that are looking for support out there, that are, basically, in a stage where you want to talk, or you need some advice or something like that, where we can help out. You can just contact us on Skype. Pretty much we have it on, I would say, probably between 6 and 10 o'clock.
We're still working on those bugs. I also have a quick reminder that I do have a CD in CD Baby or iTunes. It's called Enslaved. I have a lot of awakening music there, music to help bring out the true nature of our spirit. I'm not religious at all. I'm very spiritual. I believe everything that happens in this world happens for a reason, and we're here to grow and learn. Also, if you go on our blog page, the Cummings for Transsupport.blogspot.com, there are links there to ebooks. I wrote my biography, The Mirror Makes No Sense. And right now, while we wait for callers, I'm going to go ahead and play a song so you guys can listen to the song. You can download it on iTunes. and or get the whole CD. It's called Enslaved on CD Baby. This song is called No One Will Be Coming. No One Will Be Coming. Callers are waiting for a call, 646-716-6895. We want this to be an interactive show. We want your input, your voices. It's very important. We want to hear all your different opinions, things that you want to hear on the show. If you're an artist, we welcome your music. If you want to share your drawings, you can put it up on the little slideshow that we have on the blog show. Also, remember to join our Facebook page, Transition Radio. We also have a page on Facebook that's the Cummings for Trans Support. We want to be able to be a sounding board to you guys, connect you guys with the things that you need. If you go on the cummingsfortransupport.blogspot.com, there are many links with information. And if you want your information, if you're a professional and want the trans community to communicate with you, please send us your information and I will place it on the blog.
Also, if you guys have stories that you want to tell, but you don't want to call in and you just want to have your story heard, or you want to have your voice heard, if we can do that, just send us an email. We'll repost it in Transition Radio so that you'll have our email addresses, so you can email us the information and basically. Email us a story that you want us to read on the air about yourself or experience during your transition that you had that was tough for you, or that was, problematic, or things that you're having difficulties with, because we'd love to read some of your stories on the air as well. So basically, I will post, myself or Mark will post the email addresses again on Transition Radio, so you guys have that. If you needed help coming out to your family and you wanted someone to shed some light and some education, we'd be more than happy, even doing a 3-way Skype or something. We're here for you guys to try to help your transition be the safest and smoothest transition ever. If you're having difficulties with your own self and having problems accepting yourself and realizing what a beautiful and loving, light soul you are, we'll be more than happy. I'm an occupational therapist. I'm licensed in the state of Florida, and I do a lot of psychological and spiritual counseling with people. I am also a nutrition consultant and a master personal trainer for all of you that need any kind of help that way. I work on a sliding scale, and we work based on donations. We're here to help you and be of service as much as we possibly can. Callers, call in 646-716-6895. This is an interactive show, and without your interaction, the show pretty much becomes this recording between me and my little Jessica. It becomes a soap opera. Or a sitcom. A sitcom, I would say. Not so much a soap opera, too much drama. Oh, yeah, we all have drama. That's how it goes. That's what life's about in a lot of aspects. That's right, and that's what we're going to do is to learn. So as the world unfolds, hey, we could do that. We could start a soap opera called As the Stomach Turns. Yeah, that can definitely. What about your aunt from England? Is she nearby anywhere? Who would that be? There she is. Hi, Matilda. Very funny. Come on. I don't want to do that. Come on. Boy, serious. It's Matilda. Hi, Matilda. Okay, whatever. I can't believe you have to do it. I miss Matilda. She does this voice. We're in the shower, and I'm like, shut up. Now I want her to do it live in front of you guys. She's getting, why would you want me to stop? Well, because in the shower it gets annoying, Who wants to hear this old British lady while we're showering? Well, it's only fun when I'm annoying. Okay, so you're annoying me now. So here, let's hear it. Everybody, this is Matilda, Jessica's aunt from England, annoying me. So, some tea and crumpets. I told you already, I don't like tea nor crumpets. I'm more of a... Quite silly. You think so? Oh, boy. All right, callers, please spare me. 646-716-6895. 646-716-6895. Before I start pulling the little hair that I have left on my head, we've got 5 minutes and 27 seconds left of this show. Yeah, I'm on shit. It's on my body. And then she pulls that too, by the way. Yep. Every time she gets mad at me, she'll grab the chest hair and pull. So if you start seeing bald spot in my chest,
No, I'm not getting old. It's Jessica pulling my hair out of my chest.
This is a radio show. They can't see your chest hair.
No, they can't, but they could see it in my Facebook page, and they could go to my YouTube videos, and they see that. So, yeah.
That's true.
I'm going crazy. But she does. She pulls, and it hurts. And she enjoys it. Like she just did it now. Ow. You know? Okay, we can't have a quiet moment on the radio, so I'll have to play another song. If you guys want me to spare you the song, call in. I'm giving you 2 seconds, 646-716-6895. Today we don't prepare a heck of a lot of stuff in here. We're going to have callers because we've been having callers, and the night that we don't have callers.
I think tonight's Monday Night Football.
Oh, that's what it
That
is.
might be what it is.
Ditching us for Monday Night Football.
I think everybody's watching the
Okay, all right. Well, here, I'm going to torture you my song. It's called I Feel, another one of the tracks of Enslaved. Hope you enjoy it.
Oh, wow, look at that. We got 5
callers. Yeah, right. 0 callers. My song goes, There we go. Love you guys. Oh. You saved us, caller. Caller number 1.
Hi, well, it is a sexy couple.
Say it again?
Sexiest couple I know. If it isn't the sexiest couple I know, it is I to help you out, as nervous as I am.
Thank you.
Well, I just scared everybody.
Dear God.
No, I think it was the comedy that was that bad.
No, the comedy was hilarious. It was genuine.
How are you doing tonight, man?
All right. You were talking about trans awakenings, the aha moment.
Yes.
I think I had a few of them. I've had a few of them, but I think the one that really got me to just look at myself and look at, the way that I was traveling. I was going down a road that was not ideal. And it happened on my 22nd birthday of all days. I just remember that weekend being pretty bad. And what do people do? And they think they know what they're doing. They numb themselves out with alcohol, and just it gets you nowhere. It gets you nowhere, and you get drunk and you use alcohol as medication. And I just remember waking up that morning, just really looking at myself, going, what am I doing? I'm with a guy that clearly doesn't love me, but how can he love me when I'm still trying to figure myself out? And then it just kind of dawned on me, like, I need to stop suppressing myself. I need to just stop denying, these feelings I've had, and just face it. So it was that moment of accepting the fact that I am trans. However, getting the courage to actually explore and take the steps to actually achieve self-peace didn't happen until about 2 years later. And so, yeah.
It's amazing. It's something that's, I can't even find the words, but those awakening moments are definitely major markers in our lives, and I'm thankful for those moments.
As am I. As we all should be.
Yes. So we got 36 seconds left. Thank you for sparing.
I really do hope that made sense. There's more I'll add to that. I'll send an email or something, but to sum it up in little words,
Did you hear me, TC? You can contact us on Skype. Transit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We'll do.
Okay, so we have Skype up now, and anybody that wants to call us on Skype.
All right, guys. Bid you good night. Love you all. Love yourselves, too.
Tonight and every night, girl, without you.